Dear fans, let me welcome you in our podcast named Siblings Talk Business. I welcome here my brother Marian Vasil.
Hello, my sister.
Welcome. You arrived yesterday from Dubai.
Yes.
How it was? How was your last stay in Dubai?
Nice flight.
You
As always. with
you almost
Emirates.
missed it.
Yeah, almost missed it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I missed it. I basically, instead of like 5:30, I woke up like 6:45, and my flight was like 8:50 something. But luckily, due to it was Sunday, quiet, no traffic in Sheikh Zayed Road, and this airport is really well organized, so it was smooth ride, more or less.
So we are glad we have you here back in Europe.
Yeah, I'm back to be here. Yeah.
Do you have already your own paddleboard or scooter parked in Dubai?
Oh yes. Yeah. You mean like when I came, it was exactly
Yes.
next day, this kind of huge, heavy rain. Yeah. Yeah, it was very interesting because apparently I remember many, a lot of rain there, but this was really like heavy and scary because it was like strong wind with rain. Apparently, 75 years, it was not so strong rain,
Such storms, yeah.
And Dubai is still like young city, a lot of things to do in terms of like sewages, canals, all this stuff, So yeah, it was really scary, but I just canceled the meeting. We stay in the room in apartments and we survived. Yeah.
It reminds me our road keepers during the winter that there is a joke that they are always surprised by winter. They are not ready when there is lots of snow.
Yeah.
So Dubai city was surprised by the heavy rain.
Yeah, but
because it was not the first time. It was the biggest storm, but anyway,
but
it was not the first time.
You see what I like on Dubai. Immediately, two actions. Yeah, one action, 2-3 days. Some council, sheikhs, Sheikh Hamdan, they met and they announced, I think, $30 billion investment to improve infrastructure.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
this immediately. So, and then last weekend, another announcement from ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed, that the airport, second airport, which was now mostly basically using for cargo and like some flights, like not like really few flights, should be much more expanded, and all the flights from this old airport, Dubai airport, should be transferred to Al Maktoum Airport with the next like 5, 6, 8 years,
okay.
in stages. Yeah, because as you know, this old airport that is within the city, there is no room for expansion, because it's middle city. But it's Al Maktoum Airport. It's between Abu Dhabi and Dubai in the desert, and there is like you can expand to whatever,
Yeah, and it was really heavy rain, and I saw videos that it was full of water, and they had to cancel lots of flights and
2,000 flights.
2,000, and it took them a couple of days to get back into normal. Yeah,
because come on, like 2,000 flights, and there's many flights from like transit flights from holidays from Maldives, from Africa, to Europe, So it was not easy, but Dubai is like city of inspiration, of the of drive, So if someone kick you out of the door, you need to come back by the window. This is I like this kind of. This is Dubai is like based on ambition, So it was really bad, but we survived, and
the sun came out again, and everyone's happy again.
Yeah, but some came out. I think the insurance premium will go up because of this. So we'll see, So, but anyway, let's go.
Let's go to our first topic. So tell us why to do business in Dubai. What is such an amazing on United Arab Emirates? Why to come here?
Yeah, you started
business?
Very nicely. Dubai is part of Dubai is like city, but also Emirate. Yeah, it's Dubai Emirate. It's part of the 7 Emirates, which together they comprise United Arab Emirates, the federation of 7 Emirates. Dubai is like the second biggest. The biggest is Abu Dhabi Emirate, which is like this is the Emirate most wealthiest with the oil. Dubai, there is no oil. They've got hospitality business. They've got construction. They've got free zones. They've got business. It's basically everywhere there you see pro-business conditions.
Yeah.
It's basically you are in pro-business environment. This is why, for me, number one. Secondly, it's geopolitically neutral country. Obviously now you've got many conflicts: war, Russia, Ukraine. Conflict, Israel, Gaza. People are nervously waiting for how the situation will unfold with China versus Taiwan, So with this kind of situation, Dubai tried to be positioned itself as a neutral country, not siding with West, East, North, side, So anyone. And also this is supported by its unique geographical location.
Yeah.
It's in the middle between Asia, Africa, and Europe. And if you, for example, interesting information, if you fly from Dubai within 4 hours range, you reach basically 1/3 of the world population.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah.
2.6 billion.
That's a huge range.
People. Yeah. So it's very nice. You can from Dubai. You can, for example from yesterday. I often fly Dubai to Vienna, 5 hours, 5.5. But 5.5 hours, the same you fly to Phuket to Thailand. It's amazing. So not 10, 12 hours, but 5 hours, Same, for example, very easy to fly to Seychelles, very easy to fly to Sri Lanka, Egypt,
India,
Larnaca, Cyprus, Lebanon, Kazakhstan. So it's like these 4 hours, it's like huge radius. And this is really, I think, in my opinion, most underestimated, let's say, point in terms of advantages of the UAE as a location, So yeah, so this is it basically. Why it's quite
So you mentioned this pro-business environment. So tell us more about the advantages of setting up a company in Dubai or doing business there.
Doing business can be done obviously different fashions, but typical, let's say, set up company there. And for me, number one advantage by far is to option is to basically if you set up company, you can automatically with the company you will get a residency permit. Yeah, so you can jump to the plane with your family, and you are there not as a tourist, you are there basically at home, And in the current, again, geopolitical situation, it is huge attraction, huge advantage, because many people are really from Europe, especially they would like to have plan B. And we see let's say, I would say in the past, many people would like to set up company because of the advantages in terms of taxation. But now I would say 50-50 people would like to have company there because of the this kind of right to have residency permit. When you compare other countries, we set up companies. UK, Malta, Cyprus, Slovakia, Czech. You've got company, correct? Yeah, and then residency permit. It's completely separate issue. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
See,
different conditions, etc.
This is, I would say, unique selling point, and many people, because of this, are also coming to live there, especially after the COVID, because, for example, what happened in contrast to Europe when you had many these lockdowns, Dubai very quickly reached decisions that we stay open. And I remember 2021, you have this kind of national,
testing.
Wow, every must test, get out to freezing weather and
no
be tested.
Test, no freedom.
Yeah. So Dubai stayed open. I just did my negative PCR test and stayed there, like shopping malls open, restaurants open, everything was open, obviously with mask. And many people at that time realized that, come on, instead of 2 weeks to come for holiday, they stayed there, came for
couple
2
of months.
And realized, hey, it's nice life here. Why we are living there in Europe? Let's go, So they stayed and attract other people, It's like snowball. And this is really at the moment ended with Dubai having even more, let's say, power as a brand, soft power. So yeah. So secondly, I would say advantage, it's a low corporate tax of 9% and no personal tax. Let me explain. I have many queries in terms of this kind of taxes, so I suggest let's do when I come back a special podcast for taxation.
Okay.
But let me start with no personal tax. Can you imagine you are living in the country, not in Slovakia, not in Czech.
But I don't pay taxes.
As an individual, you just take your salary and that's it. It's yours.
It's amazing.
This is the country. Yeah. So it's unbelievable. So it's they've got 5% VAT, but no gift, no inheritance. For example, in UK, we will have tomorrow podcasts with especially Great Britain and UK. There is still 40% inheritance tax. 40%.
Ooh.
It's unbelievable.
It was cancelled here in Slovakia 20 years ago, I think. Yeah.
So low corporate tax, I think, has been introduced last year. It started from 1st January now. 9%. It's still not 19, not 29.
Difference.
Nice, yeah. So now there is a lot of preparation still ongoing, how to do it, many exemptions, there is differences between trading goods and services, so that's why it's a little bit technicalities. I don't want to just touch on it. Let's do it separate, special podcast, And thirdly, again, from my own experience, as you know, we've got company there, license for corporate services. For entry market, we help clients to set up company there and to bring their products there, to be successful on the market, in UAE and outside UAE. So there is flexibility to employ skilled workforce. Yeah.
How does this flexibility, how to say it? What does it mean that it's flexible?
Yeah, good question. It means that it's very easy to employ someone and to not employ someone, to terminate relationship, to employment, yeah. But what I want to say, the biggest, let's say, advantage that you don't pay any extra, like here in Slovakia, Europe, you pay this kind of social contributions.
Health,
we employ people there, we pay salary, and then that's it. I pay salary net. Guy has a salary, win-win. Only there is obviously some requirements. For example, I need to provide visa for my employee, which is fine. It's okay. Again, win-win for both sides, because the employee, it's like, let's say, loyal employee. I'm providing him visa, and he can sponsor his family in turn. And secondly, we need to pay social insurance for each employee, which is...
You mean health insurance or...
What I said?
Social.
No, so health insurance. Yeah, health insurance. And it's like for yearly, on yearly basis, and it's from like 1,000 dirhams, which is divided by 4 euros, can be 10,000, 20, 30,000, yeah? And this is exactly how it should be in everywhere, because obviously if you are insured this, you've got in package this kind of services when you go to hospital. Yeah, if you insure this, you've got this kind of services. So basically, you've got, so it depends on what you get in terms of health care. Depends on how much you are insured. So this is. For me, it's interesting because obviously, if I employed someone here, we have experience,
it costs
Slovak,
lots of money.
Use Slovak word Mailand, yeah?
Mailand, it's lots of money,
for his contributions.
Not even that the employer pays, but also the employee. So it's really, it's huge.
Yeah,
I think here,
I don't want to dive into politics, so let's move on. Okay.
Yeah. So let's move on. So what are the trends for the nearest future in Dubai? I mean, in business, in growth of the city.
Yeah,
Tell
I'm
us
just
something about this.
Very, very, let's say, briefly and subjectively, because obviously this is my opinion, based on, let's say, 8 years back and forth being in Dubai. And I would say number one, Number one, it's like all three, but let's say start with strong real estate market, because I've got many questions now. Oh, there is bubble, real estate bubble here, blah blah. I don't think it's bubble there, because in contrast to 2008 when the bubble bursts, this is the situation when this health market is still healthy, backed by people really are living there. I mentioned this kind of COVID, people starting to come here because it's like, again, a safe harbor for investments, but only also for people to live there. It's very safe country, good
stable,
good security, good healthcare, good schools, universities, nurseries.
Yeah.
So overall, this real estate market growth is backed by really people are living there. Obviously, there is still some investment properties, but based on the recent, let's say, data, next few years still should be like strong growth, because new projects in different Emirates, and geopolitically, many investors or business people perceived outside of the UAE, outside of the Europe, the UAE as the top three places when to, let's say, invest. So typically, I've got every let's say day. For example, when we receive some calls or queries where to set up company, I would say more than 50% people, they would like to go to Dubai. They already decided.
Not the other Emirates, but specifically in Dubai. Yeah?
This is very good point, actually, because obviously Dubai is itself as a brand, strong brand, like London.
Okay.
Yeah? So if you go to other Emirates, let's say to set up company, you can save like 10-20% money. But at the end of the day, for example, give you an example, there is like 1 hour drive, 2 hour drive, like Ras Al Khaimah. It's very nice. But people would like to enjoy like this kind of lifestyle, meeting people, friends, cuisine. Yeah, you've got nice beaches in Ras Al Khaimah or Sharjah, but this is the brand,
Dubai that's true.
Dubai is a brand.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So, and then people are going there with money. So for them to pay 20%, 10% up is like no big deal, more or less, if I can say so. So that's why. So and then thirdly, which is I think very, for me, very let's say inspiring point, that you feel this desire to improve, this drive to improve, this ambition. They've got only the highest ambition. And this is what I think people attracts, because you go there from, let's say, month to month, and you see like this new project, what's
completely
crazy,
always changing, always something new.
So everything you feel that everything is possible there, and basically everything is possible there, because also because of this kind of again, I didn't want to dive to politics, but I have this dilemma, this still like discussion sometimes, like what is better, democracy or basically not democracy? But this is no good example, because in UAE, for example, especially in Dubai, there is like I name it an enlightened ruler. He studied in UK, and saw the, let's say, this wealth lifestyle there and brought it to Dubai. So this was good, let's say, many aspects, many features putting together, and basically a result is Dubai. If he studied in, let's say, I don't know where, maybe Dubai was like, I don't know what country,
Oh,
so,
yes.
don't name it.
Yeah, I want it, but you know what I mean. Maybe.
So
that's true.
Just I mentioned also that I remember I just reading the book, because it's 50 years in power, current ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed, and it's a very nice book, because he's like writing a lot of about himself as how he takes care of his people. And I remember when he was writing in the book when he was young. He traveled with his father in other Middle East countries. His father took him with him to learn how to rule, to get experience. And they've been in Beirut and Lebanon. And at that time, 70s, Lebanon was nicknamed as Lebanon, Beirut especially, as a Paris of the Middle East.
Yeah.
It's very rich country, avenues, and he saw this there, and wanted, I want to make this in Dubai, So I didn't know this.
So he had an inspiration in Beirut,
To some extent, Beirut was like inspiration, So it's interesting. I was blessed to happen to be in Beirut last year, and to be honest, I fell in love with this country and city immediately, because of food, people, given the hard time they've got, how they fight, they live for present moment, and try to do your best. It's amazing. Again, everything is possible. You see there. So yeah, this is for me, maybe this third point is the most, let's say, inspiring, because given to the tough times in other countries, Dubai is always like another example. Urban Master Plan 2040, this concrete plan, how to make Dubai by 2040, today's 2024, 2040, the best city in the world to live. And they are concrete steps, not a vague plan. They are concrete steps to do in terms of sustainability, how to this kind of parts of the Dubai should expand, in terms of like housing, construction, by 2040. It's amazing. I can imagine. They've got also planned by 2071, because the country was set up in 1971. So they've got 100-year plan for development, Can you imagine in Europe, the people would like to be elected politicians at 5 years, that's it.
Yeah, that's a problem, that they always just look ahead only for 4 or 5 years.
And this is the big difference, because they know like left wing, right wing, and then forget about the promises. This really like this kind of, you see the tangible results, So every coin has two sides, but obviously, you see there in Dubai that they are really strive to make impossible happen, and really like it, because with this kind of mindset, really then everything can happen, So by this, I would like to invite all our listeners. I met today on the meeting morning in Bratislava one guy who would like to do something there in terms of business, and I asked him, "Have you been there?" "No." Come on. But he promised me to come.
He will have to come, because there are some procedures where you have to be in person.
I remember when I was there, first time I was like, come on, I was like, what? So my jaw was like, So it's obviously not for everyone, because we've got some other friends, it's like, I don't like this kind of people saying who were never been there, that it's
but they have prejudices,
city. Exactly,
that they can be ecologic, because there is so much light, and how they spend too much sources and energy for everything and things like that. But they are, I think, among number one in the world with these green projects.
Exactly. So I think nothing is perfect, but I see there tangibly presence that they have this kind of drive to improve, to move forward, and to build really this city. Another information, did you know that there is like 90% of people are expats, foreign people? 90% plus minus. So then
I thought it would be less.
10% Emirati. So for me, this city, it's like still like improving because of the talent from all over the world. They try to do everything possible to make it like long-term, let's say, growth. So it's for me, it's something like I'm so glad and feel blessed that I can be there, part of this story,
and
because it's a success story.
You can watch it, in real time. So we'll see how it goes when another heavy rain will come again.
Hopefully not sooner than next 70 years, 70 years.
I think this should be their biggest challenge now.
So I'm looking forward for obviously next part will be UK, Great Britain. So I would like to make some small comparison between Dubai as a financial center and London as a financial center. It's very interesting because obviously London is like completely different. You cannot compare. It's like Apple peers. 100,
yeah, of course,
several
but
hundred years.
you have experience that you not only lived in London and now in Dubai, but also we still have a company there and some clients are there. So you did a business there, so you can compare from your real experiences. Okay, so I will be looking forward to another part of our podcast about UK and London.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my bro.
You are great host, my sister, as always. So thank you very much, all of viewers and listeners, and see you soon next part. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.